So any questions about having fun? Any questions about having fun?
So on the one
No questions from Germans.
So on the one side you say making people fun, but on the other hand you say making some people miserable. I think that's a contradiction that
Okay.
compute.
I wouldn't. I see what you're saying. Does not compute. Error. Error. I am from Germany. Everything must make sense. Error. Error. That's actually the smoke coming from your ears would be good. So let's explain. So when I'm doing something that's like we call them wind-ups. So I don't know what you would call that, like trying to make somebody feel uncomfortable or do something. So I'm doing it for my own amusement. So my reality is based on me, not other people. And this is something I was going to cover anyway, so we can talk about it. So my mindset is, I'm more important than everyone else. I'm the most important person in every relationship, me. That's just something I learned in life. No one is going to make you more happy than you, ever. If you think you're really happy because you're with a girl, guess what? You're going to be really fucking depressed sometime soon, when she leaves or you leave or something happens. So your happiness has to come from inside, not outside. That's just common sense. And so when I'm doing stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm doing this stuff in a sandwich, first of all, most of the time, you're actually adding value to people's lives, because you're doing something funny, and even if they don't see the comedy, you're like I said, you're making their lives different and interesting. You're doing something that's a shock. Everyone, again, especially in countries like this one, everything is very normal. Like if you actually think about your lives, when's the last time something happened to you and you thought, oh my God, I almost died, or something, and you thought you were going to be homeless, or like what you really thought, fuck, my whole world is just changing and everything. Though like spiritual experiences, like experiences where you almost die. I had 3 near-death experiences in Ukraine. That's how dangerous that fucking country is. Here, doesn't happen. Canada, doesn't happen. I mean, yeah, maybe you'll get some kind of weird disease, or maybe someone dies or something like that. But generally, most months and years, your life just goes on. Everything's perfectly safe and everything's perfectly okay. So when you actually do things that shatter people's reality, right? You're doing it because it's good for you and it's funny for you. It doesn't matter if that person, even if they didn't get it and they were like, oh, you're a fucking dick. Great. So what? So you tried to make someone smile and they thought you were an asshole. They're just going to go and say, oh, I met some guy who's a fucking asshole, and they're going to have fun, attacking you or whatever. That's fine.
Or they can feel bad. And then
you know what? It's very rare that I do things that really make people, because it's really subtle things. For example, okay, I'll give you an example. This is what I would be doing. I'd be walking up to people on the street as a warm-up for my courses. I'd be walking up to people and I'd be like, excuse me, do you know, I'm a little bit lost. Do you know the area? Okay, great. Do you know where the nearest post office is? Because I'm just going to I just got to send a big letter, and I'm just not sure if you know where it is. Oh, it's just over there, straight over there? Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks. and the look on their face is like, oh, like this, and they walk off. Now, have I changed that person's life for the negative? Is that person going to have a worse life than me?
I think he can laugh about that.
Of course, but even if he didn't think it was funny, even if he thought, oh, fuck, that guy was disgusting, have I really affected that guy's life? Is that going to ruin his day? Is that person going to have a really bad day because of that?
No, but
it's unlikely.
I think sometimes I think it's a thin line between...
Absolutely, it's a thin line. It's a thin line, sure. But ultimately, as in poker, everything is a breakdown of probability. So if 9 times out of 10 I'm going to do something that raises my state, that I have fun, and the other person's probably going to have fun, and then 1 time out of 10 someone going to go, you're a dick, and walks off. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not stealing money from poor people. I'm not hurting any girls. I'm not giving anyone sexually transmitted. There's guys out there who go and fuck girls without condoms, and they don't care. There's guys out there who fuck girls without condoms who have diseases, and they don't care. And I'm picking my nose, and the rest of them are like, oh, fuck, you're an asshole. Come on. And behaving that way, it changes my whole life and my students' lives into people who have fun and don't care, and they're lovable people. Yeah, once in a while, people get upset all the time. You could ask someone for the time tomorrow, and they'll go, why? I don't have to have a fucking watch. Why are you asking me that? And they could walk off. Is that your fault? No, the guy's got psychological problems. Why would that affect you? So people get mad all the time. But don't worry about it. If you're a good person and you know that you like, look, I'm a good guy. I help people. I'm fun. I add value to everyone around me. So if once in a while I meet people who are not on my energy level and they hate me, that's okay with me. You'll never make anybody happy in life. You have to know that. If I put up that video with like 20,000 people who've seen it in the last month of me going up to chicks, just going, hey, you're really hot. I wanted to come meet you. What's your name? Who saw the video there? Like 2 people, 3 people. Okay, cool. Anyway, it's really like I never did anything bad in that video. I never say, hey, you're a fucking bitch, or you're ugly, you're fat. I never did any of that. All I said was, hey, you're fucking cute, man. What's your name? I wanted to meet you. Oh my god, that's all I did. And there's comments, so you're a fucking asshole. You're not a PUA. Why are you talking? You can't go direct on girls. You're a fucking all kinds of negative shit. You know, people are always going to hate. Does it affect me? Of course not. Who cares? They're not even in my reality. I only like people like you guys. Nice people who are cool and fun and want to improve themselves. That's it. Everyone else can die. I don't care. I really don't care. If there was an earthquake tomorrow when all those people died, I'd be like, oh well. I'm not going to have a party, but I wouldn't be upset.
It's strange that people would say that you're not a POA for that, because...
That was just an example. But
well, if you pick up by doing that, you're picking up, right?
Yeah, of course. But that's just an example. People are always going to hate, and you just can't be affected by other people's opinions of you, because you'll never be happy. You'll never. Yeah, sure, but it doesn't matter the reason. You'll never be happy. There's subjective criticisms and there's objective criticisms. So objective is like people that know you. So if like you lend me 50 euros and I'm like, I'll pay you back tomorrow, and I don't pay you back for 3 months, and you say, you know what, you're a fucking asshole because you broke your word and you didn't lend me my money. That's objective. That's an objective criticism. He's got a reason, he knows me, and he's telling something that's based in reality. Subjective criticism. Somebody comes up to you in the street and goes, oh, you're dressed like an idiot. I don't know them. I don't care what they think. It means nothing to me. People criticizing me that don't know me, anything about me, it means nothing to me at all. I don't give a shit. And if you actually allow yourself to care what other people think that aren't actually in your social, they're not your friends, they don't know you, you're always going to be upset because like anything will upset you. So like it's like I take comfort and I know who I am. I'm a great person, and nothing can shatter that. Nothing. So even if I do something that's stupid and it's a mistake and I fuck it up, hey, I wasn't trying to fuck anyone over because I never would. So if I do something bad, I'm like, oh, sorry, I fucked up. You know, people know me. It's cool. So it's the intention is everything. Just like with pickup, the intention of like you want to fuck a girl, really important. It's the intention. I always have good intentions, so I can never do anything bad. So I never have anything to really apologize for.